Hello once again, Contractors Alliance. Ross Causey back here with tip number 13 on our ongoing series of how to get started charging for your consultations. I love this topic. I really do. I love it because it has rocked my world. It has allowed me free time with my family away from work. I love it. Just absolutely love it. So that's why I'm encouraging you guys to adopt this. But hey, if free estimates are your thing, do it! Okay, free estimates are not mine. I was there once, never going back. Okay. Last time, tip number 12, we talked about what are the typical contractor reputations that are out there. They're not very good from last I heard from consumers. Contractors don't call back. They ghost people. They disappear. No. We don't want to be part of that. So I want to differentiate myself from that typical contractor. So this is a bit of a how-to video. How to get started charging for your estimates. My number one tip for you is to start slowly. Don't apply this practice to every incoming lead that you get. That will lead to nothing other than tears, sadness, and failure. I can't be any more clear about that. Don't apply this technique to every single lead that comes in. The next lead that does come in that is perhaps out of your geographic service zone, in other words, too far away, or that it's not in the scope of work that you would typically do. Okay, you might be a hardscaper, and these people want a railroad tie wall. Okay, and I know that's not a good analogy. You're a landscaper, and someone wants a rooftop garden area, and you've never done commercial work, you're not insured for it, you don't want to do rooftop inner city garden areas, then what we would typically do is refer them out to someone else. That's what I would do. We all have friends in the business, friendly competition, and we can easily refer them. So just to summarize a little bit, because I'm getting ahead of myself, next time you get a lead that is out of your geographic service zone, too far away, or that's out of your scope of work, try this technique. Back in tip number 8, I believe it was, we developed a script, so that you could easily chat with a typical consumer about how to we're going to be charging for our estimates. Pretty unheard of concept sometimes. And you'll get pushback about it too. And that's why I need you to practice this first before taking it out live for prime time. So typically, my leads as a hardscape landscape contractor for the past 33 years, they come in from not so much phone anymore, but it's all email and it's through my website. Those two leads. Sometimes text too, but I really try not to deal with that, and that's for another conversation. But my leads come in through email and through my website. So next time you get a lead in that's out of your service zone, that is out of your scope of work, it can go something like this. Well, hi, Mr. or Mrs. Smith. My name's Ross Causey. I've had Garden Square Landscaping here in Kennett for 33 years now. And we'd love to have a chat with you about your project. And this is where the pre-qualifying part comes in too. But that's another day also. So to get back to the phone call, I like to make that human connection with people. And I know a lot of guys have, the typical pricing on their website and that sort of thing. But I want to make a human connection so that when I say, I do charge for our estimates, I'm going to charge you X amount, and we're going to come out and walk and talk through your project. I have a series of questions for you about, what your desires are and what your eventual outcome is. And that goes along with your timeline too. So we're going to come out and walk and talk through your project. We will suggest possible solutions, materials, and I'll want to know all about the aesthetics too, because we have a portfolio of projects that we've done over the years that I'd love to share with you. So you're going to be chatting with them, having a conversation with them about this. And they may say, well, geez, we've never paid for an estimate in our life. What is up with that? And we usually come back with something like, well, I know it's a little not common process, but as a homeowner myself, I want to project the most amount of value to you that I possibly can. So we set aside a lot of time and effort for you to put as much value forward as possible. I will follow up with you on a timely basis and be able to get you a lot of information that you may be looking for. So what we want to try and do is develop a good working relationship so that it's a good fit for us both. We have a lot of projects in the area and love to share them with you. Can we get this scheduled sometime soon? And then be quiet. Don't talk after that. Let them further voice objections or approval. And that's my process. It's that simple. But go back to tip number 8, I believe it is, in developing your own script for your own business so that it's personalized to you. So that's about it for this tip number 13. I appreciate you being here. The next tip is our last one, and we'll be summarizing and talking through some of the points that we've been able to make so far. So once again, questions, comments in the comments below. Sure appreciate seeing them. DM them to me. And don't forget our ambassador program where you can invite your friends and good friendly competition here too. So once again, Russ out for now. Have a great afternoon. It is fantastic here in Pennsylvania today. So I'm going to get out here and continue on some projects. Russ out for now. Bye.